Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Olive Kirote and this is Olive Kirote Rebranded. So today we are having a live session proudly sponsored by Odoo, and today I'll be taking you guys through the Odoo accounting flow. If you did not join us live, I urge you to follow us on Instagram or check our YouTube link so that every time we have a live session, you can sign up and you can join us live. Thank you guys for joining this session. First of all, I want to give you guys a huge disclaimer, okay? This session will be information overload. If you've been watching or if you've been coming to our live classes, we always have an Odoo representative on board. So today we have a new Odoo representative. Ian, please, this is your moment. Say hi to everybody.
Thank you so much, Olive. You have so much energy for this very evening, and I quite enjoy this. My name is Ian. Hello, everyone, and good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, depending on the time zone where you're getting to listen to this from. My name is Ian Gidu. I happen to be a business advisor with Odoo. So what this means is just plainly that I get to help you as an entrepreneur, as a business, get to move from your old way of doing and managing your business. If you were using spreadsheets, Excel, and all these old and outdated way of keeping records. So today, we're actually going to be discussing about how then we can help you systematize your business and get to make it work for you. Over and back to you, Creditor.
And today I want to go through the Google form responses that you guys filled in. The first question I asked you guys is, which one describes you best? 83% of you guys said you track your financials manually. I get you. I also do that, but I'm going to show you how we're going to do it with Odoo going forward. Second, I asked you guys is, did you know that Odoo is an affordable and accessible ERP cloud-based software built for small and medium businesses? 65% of you did not know this. So I'm going to show you guys what I meant by an ERP software. And third thing I asked you guys is, which of these are accurate for you? Basically, I wanted to gauge the understanding of Odoo amongst the audience that was joining us for this session. 34% of you said you knew nothing. 42% of you said you wish you knew more. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you are part of the 42% who have no idea about Odoo or you wish you knew more, we have a playlist on our YouTube channel called Everything Odoo. It's all the video tutorials and information about how you can get started on Odoo. However, there's a nice group of 21% who said they know a decent amount. And I think these are the people who've been coming to our live classes or have been watching our videos on YouTube. Last but not least, do you guys have any questions about Odoo or specific to Odoo accounting that you'd like more clarification on? General Odoo information, Odoo accounting specifics, industry and business applicabilities, practical and cost considerations, and general readiness to learn. The last one was, do you have any reservations or not so fun experiences about the Odoo platform? Setup complexity, information and understanding specific features, and most of you actually said you have no reservations about Odoo, and that's a good thing. Super grateful for everyone who signed up and shared this with us. Welcome to Odoo. Odoo is an ERP software. The whole point of Odoo is to help business owners streamline their business processes in a single centralized location. You see all these applications, imagine without Odoo. If you didn't have Odoo, you'd have to have QuickBooks for accounting, you'd have to have Salesforce for CRM, all these applications just to run your business. Odoo is saying, I got you. And that's basically what an ERP software is, a platform that has all the applications in one house to help you run your business efficiently. There's a link that will be attached to our YouTube video down below. If you click this link, it's going to bring you to this screen. This is the accounting section of Odoo. If you want to just test out what Odoo accounting is, if you can start now, it's free. It allows you to try the one application that you want for free. One app free is $0. Odoo has said if you want to test out one app of your choice, you're not going to pay any money. It's going to be free. However, if you want to try out all these applications, accounting, invoicing, documents, human resource apps, sales apps, marketing apps, website apps, all these apps, and you want to grow and scale your business with Odoo, you can start with the standard section, which is $7, and you get all these apps at that cost. Go to our YouTube channel. We have done POS shop where I've broken down how to set up your POS on Odoo. And we've also done Odoo CRM, how to set up your CRM on Odoo. We've also done eCommerce and website builder, how to build your website on Odoo. You can find all these videos. And today we are dealing with accounting, sales, purchase, inventory. This is the plan that I currently am on, the standard. And if you pay yearly, you pay $7. But if you want to go monthly, you can pay $9. Also, please note that it's per user. For me right now, obviously it's just $7 a month, but if I get another employee, maybe an accountant, I'll pay for them, and then it'll be $14 a month as an expense to my business. Let me show you how you get started on one app free first. Click Get Started, put in your details. The app selection, accounting is free. If I start putting CRM, sales, you get 15 free days trial. Put my business. What's my business? I want one of you guys to tell me the businesses that you're doing. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you so much. Sandals. Okay, we're going to be selling sandals today. I'm going to call my business Olive Sandals. That's the name of my company. Start now. Welcome to Odoo. With my preferences, yes. So I want to keep it live. Yeah. If you're signing up on Odoo, please activate your database. Come to your email and then click to activate database. It's brought us to this page. If you invite your colleagues, you're going to be charged per colleague. At this moment, I'll just skip to keep it simple. All done. Your database has been activated. Discuss dashboard, documents, apps. These are just supplementary apps that come with Odoo that are free. Stop tour. Click accounting. And now we are on the accounting app. I want to teach you guys accounting as if you're not an accountant. In accounting, there's something we call journal. So in our case with Odoo, sales is a journal. If you're to have all the sales you make in your business, you put them in your sales journal. Purchases is a journal. Every time you're buying sandals, Caroline, you put your purchases here. Bank is another journal. And the beauty of Odoo is you can even create more journals. If you click favorites, it's showing you the 4 most common journals that businesses care for: sales, purchases, bank, and taxes. However, if you remove the favorites, you can see all the journals that a business can have. Miscellaneous operations can be a journal, etc. If you want to create a new journal, you come to new, add another journal. I want to specify a particular sales journal, or you want to see all the amounts that are credited to card, you can create that journal. So what you would do is you just come, click cash, name your journal, cash from POS system, and then you click save. So when you click save, when you go to your dashboard, cash POS has been created. Here it is. Each journal records a transaction. A journal is a category you're creating in your accounting database to track different facets of your books. The records you keep in those journals are what? Journal entries. This is something I did not see earlier on Odoo, but Odoo got an upgrade recently. Ask AI. I learned so many things about accounting from Ask AI. Come to Ask AI and say, what is a journal entry? What Ask AI will do is it'll give you that description. A journal entry is a record of a financial transaction in a company's accounting books. Typically includes the date, the account affected, and the amount debited or credited to each account. In simple terms, it's how businesses keep track of every financial event. Use Ask AI to get assisted. Let's go to the dashboard. On this dashboard, you're going to notice that we have customers, we have vendors, we have accounting, review, reporting, and configuration. Customers, invoices are payment requests to your customer when you want your money. A credit note is a way to reduce or undo a customer's invoice. If you sent goods to your customer, but some goods were spoiled, you can reduce their invoice because you had invoiced 100 sandals, but they received 90 sandals in good condition. You would credit note that invoice. Payments, you're registering the event of a payment. Products, these are things that your company is selling. And then customers, these are the people you're selling to. That section, if you can notice, guys, it's dealing with customers. Now let's go to vendors. Bills. Bills are payment requests from your supplier. Refunds, it's a way to reduce a vendor bill. Payments, registering the event of a payment. You're basically acknowledging that the money has left your account. Customers will be acknowledging the money has entered your account. Products, these are products your company is purchasing from your supplier. And then vendors are the people you're buying from. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but customers are opposite of vendors. Accounting has journal entries, assets, loans. Journal entries are the transactions we are going to put. Review, reporting is reports of your accounts, balance sheet, P&L, cash flows, and then configuration. When you initially set up your business on Odoo, you have to do configuration. Configuration means you have to set up your accounting app to make sense of your business. Come to settings, you configure your account to fit your business. So for example, I'm in Kenya, put your fiscal localization is Kenya, put your default taxes, sales tax, purchase tax, come to this arrow, click search more, and I can custom choose the tax that works for my business. I can do the sales VAT 16%, purchase as well. You click search more, purchase VAT, you put it as well. Put the currency of your choice. So you have to configure this page. E-teams can do e-teams from Odoo as well. And then you can see the default accounts, which I'm going to show you guys in a bit. This is where you set up your business. So you're going to come to your chart of accounts. When I opened my accounting app, I have no accounting background. Tell me why I came here and started just clicking on, off, like a mad woman. If you come to your configuration and you come to chart of accounts, anyone who is an accountant knows about current assets, current liabilities, assets, liabilities, etc. Now, if you're not an accountant like me, leave this section alone because Odoo has already put for you the accounts that need to be reconciled and the accounts that don't need to be reconciled. I'll explain that in a bit. If you don't have the knowledge of what is going on here, ask AI. Let's go back to journal entries. Let me teach you something that has helped me learn accounting. In accounting, there's something called double entry. Double entry is you demonstrate how a transaction impacts different accounts. We're going to use the word pearls to help us know how to account for this transaction. When you look at the word pearls, this is the owner's purchases or personal purchases. That's what the P is for. E is for expenses, business expenses. A is for assets. R is for revenue or sale or income. L is for liabilities. And then S is share capital, also known as equity. We are selling 10,000 worth of sandals to customer Ellen. We are going to come to the PEA RLS. We have sold. That means we have received money. It means our assets have increased. We are going to debit that. Why? Because we have received cash, guys, because money has gone up. And when you debit assets, what happens to the revenue? The revenue also goes up. You're going to credit revenue and sale. You have increased the revenue for the business. What I want you guys to learn when you're doing accounting is assets can be cash, it can be equipment. Assets are everything that your business is gaining. Revenue is as a result of the business activities over a period of time. The second journal entry is we are buying 50,000 worth of sandals from our supplier Z. Keyword is you're buying. When you're buying, you increase your what? Your expenses. When you're putting that entry in your accounting application, you're going to debit expenses. Why? Because expenses are going up. When PEA are in the same account, when one goes up, the other one goes down. I've drawn this chart for you to show you that if expenses go up, assets will be credited because assets are going what? Down. Why? Because we've had to withdraw 50,000 Kenya shillings from our account to pay supplier Z wholesalers to deliver for us sandals. This is the foundation of accounting. For anyone who has never been in an accounting class, all you need to know is what you're debiting and what you're crediting. Because you've understood what pearls is, a trial balance is a record of all your journal entries. Journal entries create a trial balance.
This is Future Oli, and I really want to give you guys insight about the trial balance. Now, if you look at this trial balance from a bird's eye view, you can instantly see that most of them are actually expenses. 1st January, cash 90,000, common stock 90,000. Common stock is capital raised by issuing shares to either a public or a private investor. They've been given money basically to either fund their operations, either for expansion or just like their normal business activities. Hence why maybe the money clocked in on 1st January. The person who gave them this cash got some ownership stake. The reason why the common stock is credit is because in this case, if you're going to do pearls, PEA RLS, S is share capital and share capital is part of common stock. We're debiting cash because asset went up, and we're going to credit common stock because share capital went up. This 90,000 is what has actually facilitated them to pay rent for 5 months. It's facilitated them to buy furniture, office supplies. Let's go to the next 3 transactions, which are now the expenses. On 1st January, they paid rent $2,000 and it came from cash. So if you were going to use our pearls method, we literally debited our expenses because our expenses went up. And because our expenses went up, our cash went down, which is our assets. The second journal entry, prepaid rent, cash. So they proceeded to pay $10,000 for the following 5 months of rent. So prepaid means they were paying in advance, right? It is still an expense in your trial balance. In case you get excited to go deeper into the world of accounting, this prepaid rent would look slightly different in your profit and loss. Because you have paid for 5 months of rent, you would actually remove it as your liability every other month on your P&L. Third one, you can see it's also an expense. They purchased 20,000 worth of furniture at a 5% trade discount. What has happened again, they debited furniture, which is an expense, and they also credited assets, which is cash, because their cash went down by 19,000.
There's something in accounting called accounts payable and accounts receivable. Accounts payable means you intend to pay your supplier. Accounts receivable means the customer intends to pay you.
The 6th January and the 9th January journal entries are related. They purchased office supplies. Office supplies are an actual expense. An expense is the cost of doing business. However, they did not pay cash this time around. They paid via accounts payable because it was purchased on credit. An account payable is a liability. A liability is essentially an obligation that your company owes to someone else. And that's why if you look at our pearls, we debited expenses because our expenses went up, and we credited our accounts payable, which is a liability, because it went up. The 9th January, they officially paid this supplier. What happens to the pearls method is it interchanges. But when you exchange them, debit decrease and credit decrease, the RLS and the PEA exchange sides. Why? Because in this case, if we decrease the account payable, officially sending them the money, we debit it because it went down. And then we're going to credit assets because cash officially left our account.
So 8th January, cash debit 30,000 and revenue from services 30,000. What this journal entry is telling us is it received money from a certain service. When revenue goes up, you credit. And that's why the 30,000 is on the credit side. And asset is cash. You remember PEA, when assets increase, revenue increase. And that's why the cash has been debited. Guess what, guys? The beautiful thing is Odoo does this stuff for you automatically. You have no idea the joy I had when I learned that Odoo does this stuff automatically for you. But now, thanks to technology. Is it technology? That meme?
No. Hey. Technologia.
We don't have to do this stuff ourselves. Once you create your trial balance creates a profit and loss statement. Odoo is going to come, take all the revenue, revenue from services. Odoo is going to come, put it here for you automatically. Then it's going to come, take all these expenses. Obviously, guys, the images are not the same because I found random ones on Google, but you get the point. It's going to take all these expenses, going to put it here for you. And guess what, guys? Odoo is going to give you a profit and loss statement automatically. Guys, automatically. Then you will know your net profit or net loss, because you will know your net profit if obviously your revenue is above your expenses. Iyo mnajua. If you have more money coming in and less money coming out, you have profit. But you have less money coming in and more of it coming out, you have a loss. Odoo is going to take your net profit, and guess what, guys? That is how a balance sheet is created. Honestly speaking, I don't think accounting has ever been this easy. Balance sheet balances your assets and your liabilities and your equity. Checking account is the cash that is seated in the account. Accounts receivable is an account that holds money that you expect to receive from a customer. Inventory, you intend to sell this inventory, which will in turn give you money. It's an asset. Prepaid insurance is an asset because when you prepay anything, umelipa in advance, your balance sheet takes that as an asset, but it's going to reduce it slowly and slowly and slowly on your profit and loss. So current assets are the current assets that drive your business. Current liabilities, accounts payable. It's an account that holds money that you intend to pay a supplier. Because this supplier brought you goods on credit, this money intends to leave your business. Line of credit is a loan. Maybe your business is trapped for cash and you need a quick loan. So you go to your bank and you're like, hi, can you please give me 50K? I need to bail myself out. Payroll expenses. Non-current assets are land, buildings, computer, equipment. The non-current liabilities, paying a loan, money is leaving. Equity is the money that you as a business owner have invested in the business. If I've invested money in the business, is that not an asset? No, guys, because you and the business are not one. You and the business are two separate entities. Owner's capital, you have invested 35,000 in your business. Your business owes you money. That's why owner's capital is a liability. Remember the net profit that you get at the bottom here? That net profit comes into your balance sheet as the retained earnings. The retained earnings are the profits or losses from your profit and loss. That's why I told you guys the profit and loss births the balance sheet. Only why is the retained earnings a liability? Now, let me give you guys the tea. All the profit that your business makes every other year is going to be added as a liability. That money does not belong to the business. It belongs to the founders who started the business. Anyone who has invested in a stock that pays them a dividend, or anyone who is a stock investor. So you know how a big business grows and then it goes public. They give people a chance to buy into their business. So you get small shares, and each share is a value X. There are some businesses that pay their investors dividends. Guess where the money comes from? It comes from the retained earnings. Ideally, these companies are able to pay you dividends because their net profit is high. They look at everyone who has bought their stock and then they give you a small dividend just to say thank you for being part of the shareholders. I know you didn't need to know that information, but I just felt like sharing with you guys so that you see that ideally balance sheets, profit and loss, and all these statements are literally how the world works. Stocks, accounting, they're married. I want us now to go back to Odoo. I've given you guys the background of accounting. I'm going to start part 2 of the class, which is called the Odoo product flow. We are going to move away from one app free so that I show you the power of Odoo. Click here. Click apps. We're going to install multiple apps. I want to install the sales app. You can test the feature during a 15-day period, or you pay an Odoo subscription. Ndoyo imekuja. Let's go to purchase. Let's install inventory because sandals need inventory. We should also install our website. We might buy the sandals on our website. And all this is $7 a month. I repeat, if you pay for it yearly. If it says install, you've not installed it. Should have installed sales, yes, website, yes, inventory, yes, purchase, yes, accounting, yes. So this is how your dashboard is going to look. Let me give you guys a hack. Anyone who intends to pay for Odoo, when you open your Odoo account, if you don't know what you're doing, don't use your main database, the one you've paid for. Come to this icon. Yes, here it is. Let's say you don't know how to reconcile your statement Odoo accounting. Everything you do on Odoo is recorded. Come here and click duplicate. Odoo creates a duplicate of your database. And then you can go and make mistakes, try different things. Once you've confirmed how to do it the right way, go to your real Odoo database and key in correctly. The first place we are going to go is inventory. We are going to key in the inventory that we have for our business. Come to inventory and then products, create the products. Female sandals, Maasai sandals. For example, to add an image, you're ticking where you want the sandals to pop up. Point of sale, if you've not watched our previous video on YouTube, if you have a physical location, that system that allows you to sell is called a point of sale. It's a good. Invoicing, I put ordered. It's easier to invoice when someone has ordered. We'll assume you're selling the Maasai sandals for 1,000, VAT tax 16%. We are going to say the cost is 300. This is the cost of buying the sandals wholesale. If you had a barcode, that's where you're going to put your barcode. We come to sales. Point of sale, describe the sandal representing the Maasai culture. Let me give you a hack. If you're a supermarket, there's no way you're going to do manual uploading. You can upload a spreadsheet with all the information about your product so that you save time. In this case, I'm assuming it's a small business. That's why we're able to key in manually. Prices, we've already put a price. We could add more if there were more varieties. Purchase, vendor bills, we can also say on ordered or on received. Inventory, counting. For the female Maasai sandals, we are going to put an income account and an expense account, communicating to Odoo. When someone buys these sandals and pays me, this is where I want the money to go. You remember this place? So Odoo has organized it according to codes. Code 0 is non-current assets. Code 1 is current assets. Current assets are reconcilable. Code 2 is liabilities. 3 is equity. Remember the balance sheet. Code 4 we've seen is income. Code 5 is expenses. Code 9 is and distributed profits and losses. We want an income account. An income account is sales, income, revenue. What account are we going to be using? Sales category 1. When money comes in, we want it to go to the income account. So what a business would do is sale category 1 for website or sale category 2 for POS. We come back to this page, type the code. So here it is. Code 5 is for expenses, cost of sales, because it's an expense account. We want all the money that's leaving the business to be recorded on that account. Type 500, and here it is, cost of sales. If you have registered on eTeams, Odoo already has it integrated. We've already put all our details on this product. Come here and click save. Come to products, you see we have, it's 1,000 bob, but we have 0 on hand. Let me add the second one quickly. If you have a lot of products, please import your records. Put all that data and just import. When you import, this whole page is going to have all your products shown. You can view it on Kanban view or list view. Finished with inventory. We've keyed in our product. This is where the fun part is. We're about to see Odoo in action. Have you guys seen we have no stock? We have 0 stock. So how are we meant to sell and make money? We have to buy stock so that when we buy stock, we make money. The purchase app is going to track all the purchases that your business does. We need stock. Otherwise, how are we going to sell? We come to purchase, create a request for quotation, an RFQ. It's a document that's outlining your goods, your quantities, your delivery terms, your agreed upon price. Let's create one. Olive is the vendor. We want them to be delivered tomorrow at 9 a.m. The order deadline is on 22nd, tomorrow, but we expect it to arrive on 24th. We want it to be delivered to Olive Sandals receipt. So we are going to add a product. We want them to deliver female Maasai sandals. Because we put in our inventory the price of the female Maasai sandal at 300, it's already found that the cost will be 30K. Maasai sandals, I put the cost was 500. It's already told us the cost will be 50K. Remember, I put VAT when I was configuring the accounting system, created our RFQ. Another thing I like about Odoo is on the far right, all the things you do on Odoo will be recorded. We're going to send it. We are sending it to Olive. Put the client's details. It's already populated the email. We sent the RFQ to the supplier. In this case, the supplier is Olive. Instantly, Odoo has recorded it on your far right. You can trace all the movements you do on this platform. Your supplier will get an email from Odoo. Dear Olive, here is an attachment, a request for quotation for sandals. Best regards. This is how the RFQ would look like. You should put your logo, make it look nice. An RFQ will have the basic details of what you want. So we want 100 female sandals and we want 100 male sandals. We expect them on 22nd of October. The work of the supplier right now is to let us know if one, they have the 100 sandals in stock. They can call us. Olive Sandals, do you confirm the order? How do you confirm the order? Click confirm order. If you've noticed, we have moved from a quotation to a purchase order. That means we are committing as Olive Sandals that we actually want to proceed and purchase these sandals. Send the purchase order. Please note, when you convert an RFQ to a purchase order, this is now a formal commitment to the vendor. We've received the email from Olive Sandals. Hi, dear Olive, here is an attachment of your purchase order. If you can tell, Odoo has now included the price in your purchase order. Why? Because now you've confirmed to pay. The first one, we are confirming if the supplier has the sandals. The second one, now we are confirming we are ready to buy. This is our purchase order. I'm expected to pay my supplier soon 92,800 shillings, and it's equivalent of VAT. Expected arrival on 22nd, you get called by your supplier. We have sent and dispatched the truck with your 200 sandals. Odoo has already triggered that there is a lorry coming in with the sandals you ordered. You're going to click the receipt button. Odoo is indicating that you're going to receive goods in your warehouse. So WH is basically warehouse and in is warehouse in. If you're buying stuff, we are expecting them to enter our warehouse. If we were the ones selling, in this case, it would have told us warehouse out. This is called a goods received note, a document that your warehouse to confirm that these goods have physically arrived in your business. Actually, guys, what we are doing is procurement. You as a procurement officer, you would print this document. Can you see the word print? And give the guy at your warehouse and tell him, these are goods we are expecting to arrive on this date from this company, and I want you to confirm that all the goods arrive in good condition. A goods received note. If they did not come well, you can actually edit and say 10 of them were not in good condition. We're going to assume all the products came in good quantity. What are you going to do now? You validate. So don't validate if you've not confirmed the goods are in good condition. Validate. The goods received note. Said done. Changed the date. The deadline was 22nd, but because we validated, Odoo records that these things were validated today at 8:12 p.m. Come back to request for quotation. We are currently on purchase order. They've entered our warehouse because we validated. I want you to rush to your inventory, come to reporting, and come to stock. And you're going to see a difference. Instantly, your female Maasai sandals have gone up by 100. And your male Maasai sandals have gone up by 100. Odoo is an ERP. It's an enterprise resource planning application. Everything is interconnected to help you run your business efficiently. So cool. I don't think I'll stop saying that Odoo is so cool. Odoo was saying not acknowledged. Not acknowledged means you have not informed Odoo if you're committed to pay. And I guess that's why Odoo is waiting for you to validate. It's waiting for you to go to your warehouse. Have you confirmed? Once you click acknowledge, you're now telling Odoo, we have moved from confirming the products. Now we are about to actually pay and send money to our supplier. Come here and click acknowledge. In this stage, normally what happens is, because we are the customer in this case, because we are buying from a supplier is going to send you a bill, and then you come and upload your bill here. The bill is basically the invoice that your supplier will send you. I want us to make payment. We need to make payment so that we move from a purchase order to a vendor bill. At this point, you would be uploading a bill here. Bill number 2025-001. You bill it for today. Accounting date is today. The journal line, the Maasai sandals will be put on the account of cost of sales because we are spending money to buy them. Journal items, you can also see that that is the same. And then there's 16% for purchase tax control account and creditors control account.
The purchase tax control account, one journal where now all you are receiving taxes. Let's say now when you're doing your procurement, your purchases, you want to have all your taxes go to one account. That's why it's called the purchase tax control account. And then when you're doing your invoices, because now you're just holding the taxes in one account. This is not your money. This is government money. So you want that going into one account, because at the very end of the month, you are meant to aid the remit. That's why they're called control accounts. And yes, you can actually create your own tax control accounts. The same way you showed us how to create the chart of accounts, the journals, you can do that. And there is the localization. Kenya, localization, you have all these different countries, you can have different tax control accounts.
Creditors control account is accounts payable. Prefer it like that. If you feel like the words are not working for you, just change them. Finally, at least a name that I'm used to. We have confirmed the bill. We would have been comparing the bill from the client here, but now because we did not receive a bill, do not put a picture. We are going to confirm. Our job is to pay. Send to eTeams if you're registered on eTeams. Comment down below and let us know if you'd like a video on eTeams. Click vendor bill up here, and then we pay the supplier. Journal is bank. You remember the journals? There's sales journal, bank journal, purchase journal, putting the bank journal. Payment method, manual, create payment. You can even put the bank account. In payment, this transaction is in payment. What it tells us is Odoo has successfully registered the payment internally, but it is waiting for us to reconcile with our bank statement. But before we match it, go to accounting, come to reporting, trial balance. Remember the mnemonic PEARLS, Pearl? When expenses go up, you debit. When you buy goods from a company, your tax is an asset. When you come to cost of sales, click these three dots, click general ledger. Odoo is going to show you we bought sandals worth 80K. These are the cost of sales. We are on a negative. Why? Because we don't even have money in our account. Took on a deni basically in a bank. The profit and loss statement, how it has been curated. Let's come here. It's going to take the expenses and put them on the profit and loss. We have withdrawn 80,000 from our account to buy the sandals. We didn't have revenue. We didn't have cash in our account, minus 80. Let's see the balance sheet.
In the balance sheet, first of all, you can see we do not have any non-current assets. We only have current assets, which is the tax that we paid when making the purchase, which is the 12,800. And like we mentioned, when you pay tax, it is an asset. And then when you scroll down, you're going to see equity and liabilities. If you can remember, I told you guys that the profit and loss gives birth to the balance sheet. And the net income or net loss is carried forward to the balance sheet. So the unappropriated profit that you're seeing here of minus 80,000 is our net loss from the profit and loss account. Our liabilities are 92,800 because ideally that's the money that's left our account. And if you can remember liabilities, accounts payable, the total assets are 12,800 and the total liabilities and equity are also 12,800.
Knowing the principles of accounting will help us be able to read these documents. Yes, Odoo is doing it for you automatically, but you also need to understand what you're doing and how you're doing it. Let's reconcile and then see what's going to happen. Come to accounting, come to bank, come and create new. You want to notify Odoo that you've actually removed that money from your bank so that you reconcile the two. Come and say made payment to Olive supplier for purchase order 001, partner Olive Incurred, negative 92,800.
Yes, Olive, you had also asked a question how to be able to change that bank statement as it is now from there. So you have two views. So whatever you're using on this screen is what we call a Kanban view. And then you have the list view. Go to the list view. You can be able to edit that statement from there. So just create a new one. Just give it any name. Save it as it is. Just hover, then click anywhere on top of that. Let's say we want to record a negative on top of the amount. Yeah, so you can just.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that now I get it.
All
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. I'll delete this so that we don't disrupt our train of thought. Let me go back to the trial balance. You've seen, guys, how the movement of money has operated. On the bank journal, we started with bank at 0 balance and we've ended at negative 92,800. Why? Because the bank didn't have any money and we've paid our suppliers 92,800. Go back to our purchase order. We've already reconciled this statement. It's giving you the check mark. I want us to go back to our purchase app and see what the purchase order is saying. It's moved from in payment to paid. So every time you're recording transactions on Odoo, remember to reconcile. I also want to come to accounting and go to vendor bills. I just want to see what is happening there. Odoo has recorded the vendor bill as 001, the date, and it's also telling you 80,000 tax excluded. So I like how it has already shown you that you have actually paid out 80,000. And if you want more details, if you click it, it's taking you back to the vendor bill that we had opened at the purchase order. We now have finished with the purchase app. We've seen what it looks like when you're purchasing goods from a supplier. So now let's sell, guys. We need money. We are even negative 92,800, guys. We need to sell. Come to your sales app. The same thing you did in your purchase app, you're doing it in your sales app. Click new, sending a quotation. We've been called by Caroline. She wants us to sell her some sandals. Put my name here for you guys to see the email section. Expiry date. Let's give her till Monday. Kenya shillings. We'll pay her in 15 days. We're going to add the product. Once it's put the amount, because we already put it in our inventory. Because we bought 100, let's say we are selling her 30 for the female ones. The male ones, she's going to buy 30 as well. Let's just make it simpler for us. Because we put the price earlier, 30K for the female one, 45K for the male one. Tax if you're paying tax, and it's already populated it for you. So it's the same thing, guys, as the purchase side. You send the quotation. You confirm everything is right, send it. Configure our document. See, let's do bubble. Let's go with a burnt orange. It's black and orange. Put your address and then continue. So you're sending the quotation to the company. send it. The customer, I have received the quotation. Quotation for this one, you can see it's put you the female sandals, the male sandals, the price and the VAT. The quotation for sales is different than the purchase one. Customer calls and says, "Hi, Olive." I confirm. Confirm means the client is ready to pay you. It moves from a quotation to a sales order. You can preview it. So preview is basically for you to see it before you send it out. You want to confirm that all the details are accurate. We send the sales order to the client. Your order amounting to 87,000 has been confirmed. Click the delivery. So the delivery is to show you that we are now sending the goods out to our customer. The customer has confirmed with the sales order. Our job is now to send them out. This is the one you print and give your delivery guy or your boda guy. This one doesn't have the price because it's a delivery note. When do you validate this one? Validate this one when your goods have physically left your warehouse. Why? Because when you validate, the date will be recorded. But once you validate, it instantly records the date and the time at which you validated. And this is good for any company, big or small, because these are the small things that honestly big businesses or small businesses, all of us should be tracking to be efficient in our processes. But because we've already sent out 60 pieces, let's go to inventory. Our inventory has reduced. 30 Maasai sandals have left. 30 female Maasai sandals have left. We have 140 left. Another thing I want to show you guys on inventory is when you come to reporting and you come to moves history, Odoo is going to show you everything. On October 21st, warehouse in, you received 100 stock from your vendor. The same day, you sold warehouse out, 30 left. Inventory is being tracked. Purchase order tracked, sales order tracked, invoice tracked, accounting yote inaenda tu ikitrakiwa, and everything is communicating to one another. Everything is in the system. Our job is to draft an invoice and send to our client. Actually, Ian, I have an idea. I don't know if Odoo will take it serious, but I think for the sales, I wish the track was facing the other way. I feel like that would be so much easier. Let me show you guys what I mean. When you come to purchase, they're all facing the same side. That's confusing. This one, it's fine because it looks like the goods have come into my business, right? But I think for sales, I want this track to face the other way so that it shows me they have left. Okay, now let's create an invoice. An invoice is a request for payment. So we create the draft. We can write here invoice 2025-001. So if we're selling, the category for the account for the sales goes to the sales category 1. You can see Odoo is recording everything and putting it into the account. Now we confirm it and send it to our client. Invoice is today. Let's say delivery date is tomorrow and just confirm. We send it. Here it is. Here is your invoice amounting to 87,000. Please remit payment. Invoice date is today, the delivery tomorrow. Due date as 5th November. That's the payment terms, 15 days. And then the taxes, unit price. You sent the invoice to your client. Job is to wait for your client to make payment. First of all, let's actually go to the accounting app. Oh my gosh, guys, accounting is interesting, no? You can see that the debtors control account, which is basically the people who owe us money, would change this to accounts receivable. Let me just change that. Accounts receivable. Even here, it's accounts receivable POS. Because we installed the POS app, which is something else I've learned with Odoo. Every time if you install an app, it's going to affect all your other apps in one way or another. So don't just go there installing all the apps. We go back to our trial balance. Yes, we have debited accounts receivable. When assets increase, debits increase. I expect to receive money in this account in 15 days.
If you go to sales tax control account and sales category 1, you see that both of them are credited, because if you look at our Pearls method, when asset increases, revenue and liabilities increase. In this case, our revenue did increase because we made a sale. In sales category 1, it received 75,000, which is revenue. So we credit that because it went up. And then you can also see in terms of the sales tax control account, because like I said down here, sales tax is credited as it's a liability. It's like we're holding it for them. So it also goes up.
Because we have accounts receivable debit, we go back and let's say we've received the money. Go to sales and then we say the customer has paid. Invoices. The invoice has been sent. So let's say customer pays us. So the customer pays us and then we create payment. And I told you guys in payment is Odoo needs you to confirm and verify that the money actually entered your account. Let's now go to bank and reconcile. Let me do what I was taught by Ian. I put it like that so that in case I want to edit, I edit. Click new. Received payment from Olive customer. Sales order 001. Put partner, put her name. When you're receiving money, you're going to put it as a plus. But if you are making payment, please put it as a negative so that it balances nicely. Go back to Kanban view. Click reconcile here. You're matching it to the sales order so that it reconciles. So you see journal items to match. So we select that one. And guess what, guys? It has been reconciled, and you can see the green tick. Go back again to report trial balance.
After reconciling, you can see that both assets are on one side of the pearls. One increases, the other one decreases. We debit bank because money actually entered our account, and we credit account receivable because money left the account receivable account. The more you use the platform, review your books every other day, you slowly get to understand how Odoo organizes. I've seen it mostly organizes first through code. It starts with 1 and then 2 and then 4. 2, I've seen it doesn't do like multiple records. It's going to just keep adding on the bank side.
Even if you hire an accountant as a small business, you should also be able to understand the basics of accounting so that you can also read your books. You can click each journal item to see the journal entries. So for example, if we click sales category, it will show us all the sales we have made. You see, those are the sales we just made, the ones we sold 30. That's another thing I like about Odoo. Click bank, it's going to show you all the money that's come in or left. So you can see 92,000 left to pay suppliers, 87,000 was received, right? We just received 87K right now. So we have a deficit of 5,800 in the bank account, in the bank journal. Use the trial balance to verify that your journal entries are accurate. After the trial balance, come to your profit and loss. Our revenue is 75K. The 75K is here without tax. That is our revenue. Cost of sales is 80K. Operating profit, which is ideally a loss, is minus 5,000 because we've not yet sold more than we bought. Balance sheet. Okay. And you can see again in your balance sheet, the assets, this is the tax that you paid. And then bank, you have a deficit of 5,800. You've sold the deficit we had. When you minus that, our assets are 7K. And then here it's the operating profit, which is basically a loss. The liabilities of the tax that we received. Yes, the tax that we received. I hope you guys have understood. Let me just confirm that the invoice has moved to paid because we've reconciled. Yes, the invoice has moved to paid. Inventory to stock. Yeah, we know that it's reduced to 70. Ian is saying great feedback. Okay, thanks, Ian. Joanne is saying absolutely makes sense. Thanks, Joanne. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Kristen is saying pretty relatable. Looking forward to the service. Yes, so we're going to do the service one, which I am also very excited, Christine. This is for product people, especially product retailers, not product manufacturers. Because guess what? Product manufacturers also have their own product flow for people who are selling finished goods. So I think I like that about Odoo because they have really thought about all the businesses. Like you could be a retailer, a wholesaler, manufacturer, a service-based business. They have a flow for you to help you run your business efficiently. Let me now show you if you had a website. It's already created the website. Thank you so much, Odoo. It looks some type of way because the website has not been published officially, and I have also not designed it, as you can tell. It's using the pictures from the inventory. Everything on Odoo is what? Interconnected. It's like this. It's literally communicating to one another. I want to configure it. So let me show you, first of all, configuration, come to settings. So every app you install on Odoo, you have to do what? Configuration. The only thing I'm going to configure is invoice automatically on payment. If you want to know how to design, curate your business on Odoo, how to go about your domain name, setting up your business on Odoo, We have a YouTube video on our playlist, Everything Odoo. Taught you guys how to build your website and an e-commerce website in particular on Odoo. I'm going to link it here. So when someone purchases something on our website you built on Odoo and they pay on the website, Odoo can send an automatic invoice on your behalf. You can build a new website or you can import a website. Save that configuration. So click shop. When you click shop, come to the Maasai sandals, for example. Oh, wait, we have to configure a payment processor. Come to payment providers. Odoo has partnered with DPO. So DPO is actually the payment processor that Odoo is using for Africa. This is the company that Odoo has partnered with. And let me see how many countries they are in. So you see they accept Visa, M-Pesa, Airtel Money, MTN, Momo. Literally, they're in many African countries. Odoo has partnered with DPO. So if you build your website on Odoo, you will be able to receive payments through DPO. Sign up on DPO, apply, submit your business documents. Once you go through that entire process, DPO approves you to open an account and verifies you. They'll give you some details. Those details, you put them in Odoo, and guess what? You start receiving money. I'll link a video that Odoo has done. Go watch and see how that is done. So for the purpose of my video, I'm going to use demo. Come and add to cart. When you add to cart, I put the payment processor for demo. I click add to cart. I go to view cart. I've added 12 of them and each is 1,500 times 12 is 18,000 plus the taxes. We're paying with demo. If you want to see how it looks like with a real account like the DPO pay, I'm going to link a video where Odoo has done that. Click pay. It's going to show you that your payment has been processed. Sales order 3. Even when you receive payments on your website, Odoo records all those sales orders into your sales app. So because this is our third order of the day, go to sales. You come to sales. We have gotten the sales order 2, which I just did when I didn't share my screen with you guys earlier. If you come back, sales order 3, we bought 12 mil sandals just now. I configured on my website for them to instantly send them an invoice. When you click invoice, let me show you how it looks like. You can see that it's already in payment because what? The client already paid via website. So your job is just to come and reconcile this invoice to your bank and verify that the money actually entered your account. What now our job would be is to deliver, send them out to our clients. We made 2 sales just now. We come to the dashboard and look, guys, our bank balance is going to start going up soon because we have 32,480 in payments. We are yet to balance and reconcile. Actually, let's just reconcile so that we stop having a negative balance. 20,880. So let's just click new, quickly write received payment for sales order 3. Partner is Olive. It was 20,880. Add and close. Reconcile. We're going to reconcile with the demo account. And hiyo sasa hapo is reconciled. And then let's reconcile the other one. 11,600. Add and close. And then we just reconcile it as well. Here it is. And that's it, guys. Go to the dashboard and see the bank balance. Now the graph is no longer starting at negative. It's now showing that, yes, you are at 0, but now you have grown it to 26,680. Let's see what has happened in the accounting side.
When a customer makes payment on your website in Odoo, Odoo does 2 things. It records the payment in both accounts receivable and outstanding receipts. The outstanding receipts holds money temporarily. When a customer pays online on your website, right, you pay via payment gateway. In the case for Odoo, you're paying via DPO. Now, Odoo typically knows that a payment gateway will have to batch multiple transactions before it sends the money to you. Because it knows this, during this waiting period where you're waiting for like multiple transactions, you want to at least get 100,000 batches. During this waiting period, aka delay, Odoo records the payments in your outstanding receipts. It does this just so that until the money actually reflects on your bank statement, so that now you can go forth, reconcile, and say that the money has now clocked into your actual bank account. If you do the pearls method, when assets go up, revenue goes up, it's going to look like this. Accounts receivable, that means assets went up because accounts receivable is an asset, and then revenue, it went up as well. Odoo moves the money from accounts receivable to outstanding account. Then once the money actually clocks into your account, Odoo now moves it out of outstanding receipts, credit outstanding receipts, and then debits bank to show that the money has actually reflected into your account. If you come to the accounts receivable, you can see that it's credit. Credit means our revenue went up. We made money from this client. Then they moved from accounts receivable to outstanding receipts. In this case, we debit them. Are you guys seeing? These same transactions now in the outstanding receipts are debit because the money has now been moved into the outstanding receipts. When I balanced, go to the bank journal, you're going to see what happened. The bank now has the payments, right? And here they are. It leaves accounts receivable, and then it's debited here into outstanding receipts. Then when we decide to reconcile, it credits them out of outstanding receipts. So basically, Odoo is telling you the money has now left the account of outstanding receipts, and now it has entered debit for bank, which means the money has now officially clocked into your account. If you have an amazing accountant, they can explain it to you, or if you have the knowledge that I've just shared with you guys, you can read the books yourself, or even better yet, you can do your own accounting.
So Odoo is doing all the math and all the accounting for you organically and naturally. There's another dashboard here. This dashboard on your homepage gives you a summary of all your journals. Click it and allow Odoo to show you how your business is doing. Bird's eye view. Top sales are from this customer called Olive because she keeps buying a bunch of stuff. It's also showing you your top product. It's also showing you the revenue you have made, 103,000. It's also showing you the salesperson. The dashboard on your homepage is now a summary of everything on your business, and you can customize it. On the far left, the last 3 orders we have made 103,000, and the average amount per order is 34,333. I'm going to call it a wrap and say thank you guys. We've come to the end of this masterclass. If you have any questions for Mr. Ian, that's about it.
Thank you so much for the class. Personally, I've learned a lot. I've grasped a few things here and there. I'm just waiting for that video so that I can revisit. But I know now when I watch it, I'm going to get to understand more, especially being someone who is in this product-oriented business. So thank you so much for your selfless service, and may God bless you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hilda.
Good to learn. It was a new thing. So grateful. At least kuna some mind-opening stuff that I may learn, although I still need to go deeper into it so I can learn more, but you did very well and we appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ian. I think there are no questions. I can tell from the silence. Oh wait, Vince has raised their hand. Yes, Vince?
My name is just to say thank you. Thank you for the session. It's been so great. And when you were almost done, you touched on something, a particular feature on Odoo for importing a website. You know, I did something quick, split my laptop into half. Apparently, you can be able to take a website that you love and then you import it and then you edit. Yeah, it's a discovery that I'm actually just looking at the website right now, and it looks really nice. So again, thank you for that. That is it was a light bulb moment. I had to say thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that as well. Wait, Ian, please, I saw it. I've always seen that feature. I've never used it myself, to be honest. But can you tell us more about that, Ian?
And it's actually quite amazing. Thank you so much, Vince, on the same. Vince just confirmed that we are on the same page in this one. The feature that you're talking about is what we call the start website. Is it something that looks like? Let me show you.
I clicked somewhere and then I just took an example of a website that I love, and then I just put the link. Yes, I think this is the one.
So what happens is that inside of Odoo, so this is a tool that is actually little known by a lot of people. What it does is that you can get to clone any website. Maybe just to give an example, what I want to do, Olive, is that I want to take your website and then we can just get to clone these. So I can call these, so Olive 2. Then since this is just a test, so let's do that. Okay, so what we're doing is that we are just replicating that website. So in just a few, we want to see how close we are going to be. This is the main website that Olive has.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is just to get to replicate now this website. It's running in the back end. So then, yeah. Of course, you can just get to edit these websites. So now using this editor, you can just get to drag and drop and add anything that you'd want, change all these. So you can just, by just clicking edit, so I can just come and just change.
Yeah.
These. So that's just how easy it will be. So this is it. This is the future now. This is the URL.
Okay. I can link it down below as well for anyone. I'll definitely share it. But thank you so much, Vince, for that. Thank you so much, Ian, for that. And thank you to everyone who has stayed till the end. Like, to be honest, we are really grateful. Thank you guys for watching this YouTube video. Thank you so much for reaching till the end. I know the video is a lot. I know there's a lot you needed to learn, but I'm glad that the video is on YouTube for you to watch, pause, go back, learn, watch, pause, and all that. If you are looking to get started on Odoo, please click our link in the description box below. Kindly use our link. If you have any questions that you have about Odoo, leave them on the comment section and you will be assisted. If you have any questions about Odoo, because I keep getting you guys emailing me about Odoo, and I am not an Odoo expert. I am not working inside Odoo. Like, guys, if you have any questions, please come to this icon, Meet an Advisor. If you click Meet an Advisor, small business is less than 50 people, mid-size is more than 50. Click Small Business. When you click Small Business, Odoo is going to open this calendar icon. Your job is to just click any date that you're available and any time that you're available. What Odoo is going to do is it's going to give you a 1-hour free meeting with an expert. So depending on the videos you've watched on our YouTube channel on the Everything Odoo playlist, please draft all those questions down and come and meet with an expert for free for 1 hour. So they'll give you a demonstration, they'll answer your questions, they will give you pricing and methodology, they'll give you all the information that I might not be able to answer for you in my tutorial. I'd like to say again, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Kindly go to our Everything Odoo playlist to get all the tutorials and videos we'll be doing for Odoo. If you are looking forward to the next one, we're going to be dealing with the service business flow for Odoo. So please sign up if you want to join us live on the link on our YouTube channel, and you're going to see a Google form. Please sign up on that form so that we can see you in the next live session. In case you have further questions, I will leave Ian's email in the description box as well. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys, see you in the next one.